Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from
What's going on, gamblers, hustlers, and everybody get it around the world? It's your boy, the coach, here representing Brothers and Bets, and I'm here with the man himself, Mr. LJ from Houston. LJ, what's going down with you?
What's going on, sir? Time to talk this game 4, man.
I know, man. These finals, they kind of on the old school schedule, with the taking 2 days apart and shit like that. I kind of got in the groove of it going, every other day. It had me right. Like it messed me up like twice. It messed me up a couple of times. Like Saturday, I thought the UEFA Championship and the whatchamacallit, the game came on, but I was wrong about that. Can you hear me? Can the people in the crowd hear me? It was some technical difficulties. They showing me some weird stuff, but LJ, you there? Hello, LJ. Over. What's up, man? Can you guess I'm rocking it by myself, man. But wasn't able to in the comments, everybody locked in. Let me know if you hear me. But Marley will be running late. He shall be here. I think I'm the only one. Whoever's in here, let me know if y'all can hear me, man. LJ dropped out. Hover, you like the Bucks? The Bucks what? Money line -4.5. What's the deal? What's going down, peoples? Hey, my followers in the my peeps in the comment section. Let me know if you can hear me. We're having some technical difficulties, with this old school format that the series is going on. We've been having to take 2 days off. There goes LJ.
Can you hear me?
I got you.
Man, my bad.
Can you?
I had a power surge in my house, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, the weather is bad out here. It has, like right now, it has. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I got
It's
you.
it's not showing me.
Yeah, it ain't.
Oh man, we need to throw the whole show away today. Mike
You
check.
good now? I can see you.
All right, well, let's jump right into it, man.
PJ Tucker. That's how I see. I don't see you. I see PJ Tucker.
I think that's Tuck when he got yammed on.
Yeah. Hey, I got that on the shirt coming real soon. So
Tucker got yammed on, man. But yeah, man. While we kind of wait for everybody to fall in, a couple of topics that's been going on, last couple of days. We were just talking about the Richard Sherman situation.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
Man, I haven't really read up on it too much. I was gonna come home and read up on it, but I saw that like you say, they denied bail, so it must be serious. So
yeah.
Actually, let me see. Free agent is facing several charges, including one for battery, domestic violence, after he was arrested at his wife's parents' residence. Said Sherman also faces charges of resisting arrest and malicious mischief. Police news that the department is ready for First Sherman for possible DUI and hit and run charges. Suffered minor lacerations, so which was used. I guess they got into a domestic fight, him and his wife. Or was it? Yeah, his wife. Somehow they got to
at her parents' house. So
yeah.
so let's first off we gonna play the let's wait till all the facts come out since we gonna play that card right now. Second, could could it have been a case of how it is when you go to your in-laws or whatever and you just it's a lot of little bickering. You do a little underneath bickering about your spouse's parents and shit, and next thing you know she get defensive. And next
Mm-hmm.
thing you know, they go on the blows over something, or just because grandmama, because her mama didn't acknowledge, it's just little
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
shit like that, can be happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, but whatever it is, man, hopefully, him and his family, they all get through that shit. Um, but man, I guess let's just jump right into it since we're waiting. Today's game, we got the Suns, game 4, taking on the Bucks in the finals. The series right now is 2-1 in favor of the Suns. This line opened up in favor of Milwaukee -4. Right now, that line is still it's at -4.5 as a consensus. The total opened up at 221. Right now, it's at 221.5. You can find it at other different spots. Depending on what you're trying to get, you can find if you're trying to get the under. There's some spots that got it at 222 or 222.5. If you're trying to get the over, then there's some spots that got it as low as 220. So depending on which book you decide to go with, run with, man, and get your money in. The Suns, they're 65-26 on the year, 55-34-2 against the spread, while the Bucks are 59-33 on the year, 43-49 against the spread. Get to these actual factors real quick. The Suns are 12-4 against the spread in the last 16 games. The overs hit 4 out of the last 5 games. They're 13-3 straight up in the last 16 games. 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games against Milwaukee. 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games against Milwaukee. 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 games on the road. But they're 2-5 straight up in the last 7 games when playing on the road against the Bucks. 7-3 straight up in the last 10 games this season. And the total has gone over 7 out of the last 8 games against the Eastern Conference opponent. Milwaukee Bucks, the overs hit 4 out of the last 5 games. They're 13-7 straight up in the last 20 games. The overs hit 6 out of the last 7 against Phoenix. They're 16-1 straight up in the last 17 games at home. 5-2 straight up in the last 7 games when playing at home against Phoenix. The overs hit 4 out of the last 6 this season. They're 1-5 against the spread in like 6 games against an opponent in the Pacific Division. Injury report: Sarkis, we all know he is out for the whole game. This last outing over the weekend, the Bucks won 120-100, and the Giannis and his brother, they made record as the most points scored by a brother. Giannis had 141. I think his brother had 1, some shit like that. But the Suns, Bucks, what you think, Dave? What you got?
Man, pivotal game here, Coach. Real pivotal game, man. First of all, this is what I want to point out about the Suns, man. They're mainly a primary jump shooting team. So you either gonna be hot or you're gonna be cold. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna rely on that jump shot the whole game, and if Giannis continues to drive to the basket in attack mode, it's gonna elevate his confidence, mainly because he's hitting his free throws now. Because the Suns do not get enough free throw attempts. They settle for that jumper, and I feel that they're not aggressive enough. So Milwaukee, Bars, on the other hand, hitting the boards, they're leading, they're +6 in offensive rebounds. So they're getting second chance points when they need to, because the Suns can't keep them off the board. Now, DeAndre Ayton, he is a pivotal player for the Suns. He has to stay on the court, because if he gets in foul trouble, the Suns go small. And there is no way that they can compete with Milwaukee with a small lineup, because they're just too big. And they're going to eat them up in the paint because they're +13 points in the paint. So you're not going to be able to keep them out of the paint like that, especially, like I said, if DeAndre Ayton is in foul trouble. So he's going to have to stay out of foul trouble. And I don't know how they're going to do the defense, because I was saying they should double team Giannis. When they see him in attack mode and they see he going, get the ball out of his hands. But I understand that you don't want the other players to burn you, but do you trust them, or do you think Giannis is going to be consistent enough to keep doing what he's doing? Because I don't think you can keep letting Giannis get 40 points and then be like, oh, we're going to stop the others. Because the others are going to feed off that as well. If they see him getting his points, they're going to be like, oh, okay, let's join the party. And I just think that's a recipe for disaster for the Suns. So, but all in all, man, Booker got to show up tonight, Coach. I mean, he only had 10 points the last game. He's averaging 22 because he had 27 and 31 in games 1 and 2. So he digressed extremely in game 3. But like we was talking about before we got on the air, we expected game 3 to be pretty much a blowout for Milwaukee because we already know how the referees can sway games to make it more competitive to where they don't want to see a competitive advantage on the other side. And that's why the NBA, I feel, brought in Scott Foster to referee that game because they know he could sway the momentum a little bit and get the other team that's down back in the series. And we can't overlook the fact that Chris Paul is 0-12 in the playoffs when Scott Foster referees.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I was so going to say it, man. Is he reffing tonight?
No. They're going to bring him in probably game 6 or 7, whoever has the advantage, because I think that they want this series to go 7. But the Suns can change that tonight if they come to play and be aggressive and show that they are the better team. Because I believe they are the better team, to be honest. But Aiden has to stay on the floor, man. He cannot get no fouls to where if he get 2 fouls in the first quarter, it's a wrap. It's over. Yeah. So Monty Williams has to have a game plan to keep Aiden out of foul trouble, keep Giannis out of the paint. I hear they say they want to build this wall, but at the same time, you still got the others. So we're going to see who's going to show up tonight. But as far as my play, I'm taking Milwaukee first half because I did the numbers. These whole playoffs from round 1 to tonight, they are plus 12 at home in the first half. Yeah. So that's my play, official play for the day, plus 12, Milwaukee, first half. I'm taking a -2, I think. I think it's -2 for the first half. So I'm taking Bucks -2.
It might be at -2.5 now because that line's at 4. If you give me a sec, I can check and confirm that Marley was going down.
What's up, people? What's going down?
Man, what's the deal, sir?
Man, ripping and running a little late, trying to can y'all hear me good? Because I'm on the road. I don't know.
Yeah, we hear you. You sound good, man. You good. Sunroof Marley.
Get ready for
Marley.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said Sunroof Marley.
Sunroof. Nah, man, I'm trying to get ready for this damn trip. Fuck, I'm gonna run this light.
You going out of town tomorrow?
Yeah, for the Miami trip. Oh, fuck.
I see you. You freshly bolted. Got your edge up in. I see you.
Yeah. Oh, we going live from Miami tomorrow for the first MLB show.
LJ, he gonna be on Miami with his shirt unbuttoned. He gonna have his good out.
Hey, shirt unbuttoned with the short shorts.
Yeah, got it on the beach, huh?
Gonna have the rocks on his chest.
No, we're not doing.
You know what I'm saying?
Gonna have the taco meat chest. Nah.
Some girl gonna walk by. Some woman gonna walk by. Grab. What this mean? It means soul and entanglement. Shit.
No,
man.
No.
But
what's going on? So I see LJ got them Bucks first half, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you came on right on time. How you feeling about this game? 4.
I feel the same way I've been feeling. I don't like the Bucks. I don't trust them. They're fucking inconsistent, and I still feel as good as I felt with my original picks, which is Suns in 6. As far as today goes, though, I want to give Giannis his flowers, though. I put that on the Facebook on the Facebook post. There a couple of people that was kind of disagreeing. If they win, though, I'm not saying given to him now. But that nigga been balling, dog, especially last game, dog. Like, I don't know what more the man can do. Like, they giving you 40 easily and then 13 boards, 12 boards to go with it. Like, get that man this just do.
You know, them
Yes.
people, I ain't mean to cut up. Them people that's talking shit, man, they probably never had a hyperextension in anything. You know, that shit ain't easy to recover from, man. And your shit and your bone, you know, your joints can what's the word I'm looking for? Damn, I was at the doctor today. It can give out anytime, especially if you're not wearing a brace or whatever. I hyperextended my
Bring up the
elbow.
fact. I didn't forget he was hurt, but I didn't bring up the fact that he was hurt. Damn near forgot about it.
Yeah, but I hyperextended my elbow, and that shit still hurts to this day. And that was when I was 18, dog. So the fact that he's out there doing what he's doing, putting up numbers, man, shit, yeah, man, that man deserves his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, that shit ain't easy, dude. It's not easy getting. See, that's another thing. It's not even. It's people think it's easy to get buckets in the league, bro. It's hard to get 12. You know what I'm saying?
He get 40, and he's not even. The man is shooting like 70% against everybody but Aiden.
You feel me?
Like, Aiden is the only nigga that's doing half a decent job and stopping him. And he's not stopping him. I don't even think he really slowing down because he putting Aiden ass in foul trouble. We getting Aiden ass out the game.
Right.
Like, I don't even know. But I'm not finna panic like I feel a lot of people are doing. Like, I watched a couple of the sports shows today, and everybody's all of a sudden all on the Bucks. Now the Bucks are the team to beat, and the Suns are in trouble because they don't have an answer for Giannis. And I'm like, damn, they just lost one fucking game. Like, pump the fucking brakes, dog. People be I understand now that overreaction shit. And like in football, we have overreaction Monday, the first week of the season. Like, I get that shit now because like after watching the fucking ESPN and FS1 and everybody, now all of a sudden the Bucks in trouble. Like, did we forget that the Suns beat their ass? I won't say beat their ass, but they won the first two games. Like, I don't know.
Well, you also got to remember those outlets. They got to have content. They got to have somebody that
Right.
feels a certain way to just kind of keep the argument going or whatever. But no, I totally agree with you. I would not doubt that they're just saying that shit just to say, but behind closed doors, they're like, man, the Bucks ain't really that, alive. Like Middleton, man, what's going on with him? Like that dude tripping.
He's doing what Middleton do. He's playing exactly how Middleton plays.
You know what's funny? I saw a cycle chart of him on some I think it was on Twitter. That shows like Middleton. He starts off playing like somebody, then he has one good game, then now all of a sudden he's like people consider him the next Michael Jordan. Then the cycle just keeps going on and on. Like he plays like shit, then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Like, but go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, you might get a big game from him tonight. I mean, he ain't gave us one yet. I figure maybe he's due for one. So my pick, honestly, I agree with LJ. I took Bucks first half.
Okay.
It's because I think the spot play is for the Bucks. I still think they have to win tonight, just like they had to win Game 3. Because if they lose, it's over in my mind. If they lose 3-1 tonight, the series over. I already have the Suns in 6 regardless. That was my play before it started. But if they lose tonight, I don't think they definitely don't have a chance to come back from 3-1. In my opinion, they even the series up. Obviously, it's the best of 3 after that. So it's anybody's ball game. So I'm going with the more desperate team tonight. And they're at home. I expect that crowd to be rocking again. I expect Giannis to get off to an amazing start like he's been doing. Middleton, I don't know. He's so inconsistent. I guess he's due for a big game, but like I've been preaching since I started gambling and shit, I don't bet on dudes. I'm really not betting on Middleton to have a big game. I'm betting on Giannis to do what he's been doing, and that's dominating on the inside. I do expect a big game from Booker today, just because every time Booker had a subpar game, he's bounced back with 25 or more points in his game. I don't think that translates to a win tonight, but I do expect him, especially with getting benched in the fourth quarter. If he wants to be Kobe, who he uh copy his games off of, or predicates his game off being like Kobe. He wants to be the next Kobe. Then he needs to continue doing what he's been doing, which is bouncing back. So I expect 25 or more from Booker tonight. Might be a good prop bet for somebody. But I'm on Bucks first half. I expect them to win the game, but I agree with LJ again. I still think the Suns are the better team, and after a loss, they tend to bounce back. That's what they've been doing all playoffs. So, with the exception of the Clippers series, and even though they ultimately still won, so I would be wary. I'm scared of a full game, honestly. Not that much, but I just like I like first half better as the better play.
Well, that's actually a good segue into my pick because you said everything that I was pretty much going to say, especially the Booker part. Typically, and that's kind of how I kind of determine how the game's going to go is how Booker plays in the first quarter and the second quarter. Especially that first quarter. If he come out and he gets 6 or more points in the first quarter, he's gonna have a good game. That kind of his play alone kind of determines how that game's gonna go. And typically when he has a bad game, LJ said earlier he had 10 points last game. I don't expect him to have another shit game. So with that being said, I'm sticking to my plan and my and my path that I said in the beginning. The Suns are gonna win game 1. They're gonna win game 2. Bucks gonna win game 3. And I got the Suns money line to steal game 4 and close out in 5 in Phoenix. I think they're gonna be a little bit more focused. I think, damn, Elijah Wilson. I think they're gonna be. I think they're gonna come out with it, steal this, kind of slow them down. But if Middleton has a good game, that's gonna scare me. But hey, man, give me that Suns money line all day. Steal game 4. Let's go home. Close it out in your hometown. If they don't close it out, if they don't win, if they tie this thing up, then it's going to 7. But they got to get one game on the road. They have to. So my official play, I like the Suns money line. Just to kind of recap real quick, I'll throw it out there. The Reaper, he was supposed to hop on today, but he couldn't. He likes the Bucks -4.5. LJ likes the Bucks -2 for the first half, which I agree with. I kind of agree with y'all on that. But if Booker comes out scoring, they're gonna lose that first half.
I think Booker's gonna come out though, because I think Monty is gonna feed him. I think they're gonna make it a point to try to get him going early. I mean, he benched him the whole fourth quarter for the most part because he was playing so bad. Wow. So I think.
See, I didn't even watch the game that much.
Yeah, he benched him the first quarter, but I think that was to send a message to him that like you can't continue to play like that, and 2, I think he conceded the game because he knew they were going to lose, and I think it was more about I think today first quarter early. I think, and not only Monty, I think CP3 is going to try to get Booker involved, and I think that's going to be the plan early. So. Like I said, I don't know if that necessarily translates to a win, but I do think Booker will have a big night tonight to match Giannis. I think the scary thing is for the Suns backers is that, like you say, if Middleton has a good game along with Giannis, I think Suns lose today.
Right.
But Middleton's so fucking inconsistent, man. It's just
Robo.
Marley,
but I'm gonna tell you what.
You roboting.
I'm roboting. Yeah. I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna come back.
All right.
Marley likes the Bucks first half.
Go ahead. I think the Bucks bench is gonna be the deciding factor because I'm not taking a side. I'm taking the first half. But at the same time, I took a bunch of bench props. I got Portis over 6.5 points, which I think is really low. You see what I'm saying?
That is low. Because he shoots.
Yeah.
I don't know if the people been paying attention, but I've been calling it out since the Nets game. He going to shoot every chance he get, he
Yeah.
gonna shoot that motherfucker. he trying to make a name for himself. He trying to get some local sponsorships.
Hey man,
Not sponsorships, endorsements. He on
yeah.
that shit.
He trying to get
Go
that
ahead.
tick because he don't know when the coach gonna take him out the game. So he trying to get as much tick as possible. Also Tucker, man. I took Tucker 11.5 points, rebounds, and assists over. I think he'll hit that because he's averaging 7 points and 5 rebounds. So that's 12 right there. So see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take that. Also Connington. I think Connington can hit a couple threes and get some rebounds. So I'm gonna take over 13.5 points, rebounds, and assists for him because he's a good rebounder too. I think he gets average about 5 off the bench as well. And of course, I'm gonna take Giannis, man. He may not hit it, but hey, I'm gonna ride the train over 53.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So
you get him,
those
get
are my
15.
props.
If he can get 15 rebounds, you looking good.
Yeah.
What is it? Over what?
Over 53.5 points, rebounds, and assists because he's averaging 34 points, 15 rebounds, and 4 assists. So that's right at 35. Oh, yeah, 53. I'm sorry. That's right at like 53. Right at it. So I'm going to go on and take it because, he's, like I said, he's hitting his free throws now, man. He's getting confident. So the more he goes to the line, the more he stopped with that slow motion now. He's actually speeding up, his form to where, plus at the same time, he doesn't hear that 1, 2, 3. He don't hear that at home. You know what I'm saying? So he can concentrate more at home, in my opinion. So he's much more relaxed at the line when he at home because he don't hear the distractions of the crowd. So I'm gonna go and take Giannis, man.
Right.
I just think he's gonna be, he beasted, man, and like y'all just talked about, if the Suns don't come out in that first quarter, man, and hot, it's gonna be a long night, man. It's gonna be a long night. But I guarantee this though, if the Suns lose tonight and the Bucks tied up 2-2, put the house on the Suns game 5. Man, I'm talking about the house because they haven't lost 3 in a row all year. And I don't see them doing it now. So if they lose tonight, put the house on the Suns game 5.
The crowd ain't gonna let them lose game 5. Shit. They're gonna be like, nah, y'all niggas tripping. Really.
Yeah. So
I agree with you. I think it's gonna be a good game. It's a good game. What sucks is the WNBA ratings. What time that game come on?
8:00.
Because I'm looking at the WNBA All-Star. Oh, okay. So this gonna give them some time. They gonna have to hurry their shit up.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna have to hurry.
But yeah,
this
is gonna be a good game to watch.
Do you have any prop bets?
Yeah, I just told you. Portis over 6.5.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I like that because his ass gonna shoot. All he need is 1 3.
Yep. Tucker over 11.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Connington 13.5 points, rebounds, and assists. What's up?
For a chick that's 7 foot, Liz Cambad, she kind of cute, though. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I need to look up.
WNBA, man, she went viral last month because some coach like, dog, she's 7 foot. Come on, she a big girl. She's 7 foot, and then she just went on a Twitter rant. How dare he call me that and da da da. Like, come on, dog. I mean, come on, man. Was a coach lying? Cause she was getting foul calls, I think it was, and Nick said some shit.
Look, I got a question. Let's let me get your thoughts on this. Let's say Giannis finished this off and wins the championship and gets the Finals MVP. Going into next season, would you have to say that he's the best player in the league?
Ooh, he's an MVP.
He's a 2-time MVP. He's a 2-time
defensive
player.
Sound like y'all talk about Giannis.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Yeah.
The question is, if he finishes it off and wins the championship and gets the Finals MVP, do we have to say that he's the best player going into next season?
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to say,
Are you my ooh? Yeah.
man.
Yes. With a question mark? Yes.
Hey, I
I
mean,
mean, two-time MVP,
defensive player of the
finals
year.
MVP, and with the ring coming off the championship. I mean, who my question, so my question back to you would be, if it's not Giannis, who is it?
I mean, if he doesn't win and the Suns win
You
the
said
championship, I mean,
if
I mean, like I said,
if he doesn't win and the Sun and if, go ahead.
no. I'm just making a point about we don't know if let's say the Suns win Game 7. We don't definitively know who's going to get the Finals MVP on the Suns roster because Booker
Chris
can
Paul.
have a but Booker could light up for the next 2 games. You know what I'm saying? And take it from him. You know. But we know definitively if Milwaukee wins, Giannis is getting the MVP. We already know that.
Right.
So
I can agree with that.
Yeah,
Right.
so that's just my question. I'm just throwing it out there. If he finish it off, do we have to say
I think
he's
so,
the best
dog.
player?
I want to say I think so. I mean, define best player.
The
here's
best
what I'm gonna
player
say while I got
in the league. Best player. Just like LeBron won that championship last year. Coming into this year, didn't we say LeBron James was the best player in the league?
Yeah.
Because he won the Finals MVP and a championship last year. So, hey.
I think I'll say yes to answer the question.
I would have to say yes, too.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes, too. But if not, if he don't win it, then it's gonna stay with Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
I got to kind of go Kevin Durant, too. I want to say Brian, but that nigga Durant, dog. He's really unstoppable, dog. I can't knock Durant. I know you a LeBron. I know you love LeBron, LJ. I know LeBron is your guy. I get it. I'm not even going to argue with you about who is better, LeBron or Kevin Durant, right? I don't even want to engage in that argument right now. But what I saw that man do in the playoffs, man.
What did he do?
Just the performance he put up. Yeah, he didn't beat the Bucks by himself. But that's like me do I hold LeBron lost to the Suns against him? Not really. AD was hurt. He was banged up. The team wasn't as good. So just like I don't knock LeBron for that Suns loss, and even though it's his first round exit, like I'm not gonna hold that against him. His team was hurt, and his not only was I'm not gonna say his team was hurt, AD was hurt, and that's a huge fucking part of the Lakers. So just being realistic, James Harden and Kyrie was hurt. I don't know what more he could have done. Like those last couple games, the nigga put up 50. If he wore one size shoe smaller, they probably win because that 3 goes in. But
I know what he could have done. He could have elevated Joe Harris to be better.
Joe Harris was missing wide open shots, so I don't know what that has to do with Kevin Durant. Like he can't shoot it for him. If I get you a wide open shot and you miss it, is that not me making you better? I mean, you got a wide open shot and you're a shooter, so I don't know what more can he do if Joe Harris is getting wide open shots and he's not making them. I don't think that's indicative of Kevin Durant. Just like LeBron, shooters shot 38%. So did LeBron not make shooter better? Or do we hold that against LeBron? I'm not holding shooters' mistakes against LeBron. I'm not holding Kuzma's lack of growth against LeBron. I'm not holding none of those things against Bron. So I'm not going to hold those things against Kevin Durant. Now, if Joe Harris was being guarded tough and he wasn't getting open looks, then okay, I might concede your point. But I mean, if he's getting wide open looks because of Kevin Durant, so I don't know how much better he can make Joe Harris. Like shit, what more can he do?
Motivate your team to be better.
I mean, do we know he's not motivating his team to be better? I think that's an opinionated statement because if you ask Joe Harris, you think he's going to tell you Kevin Durant is not motivating him? He missed wide open shots. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
What
But
more? I'm saying from Kevin Durant's perspective, if I draw the double team and I kick it to you wide open, how am I not making you better? What more can I do to make you missed a wide open shot? Not one wide open shot. You missed like 4 games worth of wide open 3-point shots that in the regular season he made and in previous playoff rounds he made. I don't know how can we blame Kevin Durant for that. That's like me blaming LeBron for Schroeder. Schroeder played awful in the playoffs. Nowhere near the way he played with OKC and Chris Paul. I want to say he shot less than 30%, but he was taking so many more shots than the rest of the guys. So, like, I'm not – is that LeBron's fault?
Well, I've seen LeBron galvanize his team and get something out of players that they didn't have themselves. You see what I'm saying? I've seen LeBron.
That wasn't the question. I can agree with you on that. I've seen LeBron make his teammates better. That's not the question.
Paul.
The question is this year, Schroeder, this question I'm asking you, had an awful playoff performance. Is that LeBron's fault?
No.
So I'm not going to blame Joe Harris' awful playoff performance on Kevin Durant. That's all I'm saying.
What about Blake Griffin?
I mean, how much are we counting on Blake Griffin to do, though? You think even if Blake Griffin
what did they get him for? What did they get him for?
To be a role player. He played a pretty good role player.
How much did he average? How much did he average in that series?
I do not know. If he averaged 10 points, that's good. What I'm saying is Blake Griffin this year with Kevin Durant is still not going to beat the Bucks. I don't care how much. That's not a duo. You think so? LeBron and Blake Griffin will beat the Bucks this year? No fucking way.
Okay, let me ask you this question, Marley, and let me see if you answer it right. Do you think Brooklyn was constructed this year to make a finals run? As a whole, do you think they were constructed?
It's hard to say because they got hurt. I think with the roster they do have, if nothing changes next year and they healthy, I do think they have a championship roster.
Okay.
Now, does that mean they will win the championship? No, but I think if they're not hurt, there's no excuse that they shouldn't win. They have a championship roster. So if they lose next year and they're nobody's injury, it's on them. It's not because the roster is not good enough. It's either they're not good enough or the coach is not good enough or both. I'll concede that for sure. Okay. But I do think that they have a roster that's good enough to be a finals, to make it to the finals.
So they don't need to make no changes. They
can keep the same team. Okay. That wasn't the question. that wasn't the question. You asked me, do I think they have a championship roster? They do. Do they need to make improvements? Of course. I think they need toughness, and I think they need probably another big man to help them with toughness. I think they straight at the guard. I think they straight, obviously, at the perimeter.
What was the deal with DeAndre Jordan? What was
I don't know, man. That's something we got to ask Steve Nash why he didn't play too much. He wasn't hurt, so
he didn't play at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know they was because I thought the whole deal was put his ass on to try to slow down Giannis.
I thought he was gonna play that series, but yeah.
But to answer LJ's question, yes, LJ, I think they assembled this team this year to win this year.
Yeah, I think so. I think they did. Because
then they also picked up, Aldridge. That hurt too.
That hurt. He retired.
I think the team they assembled this year they were trying to make that push to win it this year.
I think they had enough to make it. It's just they got hurt. Their 2 main players got hurt. That's like you take off Middleton and Drew Holiday for the Bucks. I don't think they're going to get to the finals. You take away Chris Paul and who we say the third best player on the Suns is? Bridges or Crowder? Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. How the fuck did I forget? Yeah, absolutely, 1000% correct. You take away Chris Paul and Aiden, Booker doesn't get to the finals by himself. I mean,
it took one player to get them to the finals, though. One player. They had that whole roster besides Chris Paul. It took one player to get them to the finals.
Right, but Chris Paul can't get them there by himself. He was one addition.
But he still was the leader that gave them confidence to get to the finals.
I think their team is fine. I don't think they have a problem. They just got hurt. That's what I'm saying. If Aiden and Chris Paul get hurt, Booker's not going to the finals.
Well,
if Booker and Aiden gets hurt, CP3 is not going to the finals.
Well, I don't
Clearly, AD got hurt. LeBron didn't make it he didn't make it out the first round.
Well, I'm just saying it's too much factors that I saw with Brooklyn. They wasn't deep enough. They are injury prone, and 3 players cannot carry a team to the finals just scoring points. You have to play defense. Number one, they don't have no defensive presence on that team. Nobody, they don't have no what you call Udonis Haslam. What I'm looking for, somebody that could just punk another
I'm not
play.
saying that's not. That could be true. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not. It remains to be seen because they got hurt. That's all I'm saying. You could be absolutely right. They might not be constructed as presently to win the finals. That could be true. I'm not saying you're absolutely wrong. I'm saying they got hurt, so it's a question that didn't get answered. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I think they should trade Kyrie.
You could be absolutely right. I do agree with you. They need defense. They need toughness. I think they need a big man. But I still do think, as presently constructed, they can get to a finals. Will they win a finals? I don't know. And could the Bucks beat them as they're presently constructed? It could be. I thought it would have been a 6-game series anyway. So who's to say Bucks couldn't win in 7 or Bucks couldn't win in 6? So I'm not saying you're completely wrong. I'm just saying they got hurt. So it's kind of a question that we didn't get the answer to.
Well, I think they should trade Kyrie, get some more pieces.
What would you trade him for?
A big man and another wing player to help out when Harden goes to the bench because Harden can't play the whole game.
What about you think your boy Down got the pieces though? But I heard Brum might want Kyrie back.
Nah, he ain't gonna take Kyrie back.
But they don't got the pieces to.
I don't think Kyrie would even want to go play ball with that dude.
He ain't gonna go back to him. Trade Kyrie somewhere that ain't no playoff team.
Damn, just hold Kyrie like that? Fuck.
I mean, he got a ring. He all right. That nigga don't even show up to work. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with
I can't disagree with that.
I agree with LJ. They gonna have to get a big man because
they definitely need
that.
Embiid.
Embiid, after really watching,
I got a big man they can go get
in the playoffs. That dude's
nope. I got a good one. Go get Miles Turner from Indiana.
I like Miles Turner. He played good defense. He hustled.
And go get Miles Turner.
That might not be a bad move.
We're talking a different story right there.
I like he check a lot of boxes: toughness, defense, and he can step out and hit and open the paint up and shoot. I like it. I like it a lot. Is he available? I don't know his availability.
I mean, you can trade for him, but like you said, they got to come up with the right pieces to give him Indiana. But it might have to have another team involved too. I don't think they can just do it straight up. But I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I just think that they just put something together to try to, go for an ultimate goal that wasn't reachable because their expectations was too high because they've been hurt all year. They didn't play all the games. They wasn't playing together. I only think they played like 6 games.
Well, I don't think it was last minute. I mean, they already had KD and Kyrie. And then the only last minute move was James Harden got disgruntled in Houston and he wanted to go somewhere. And so I think as a GM, if you
you gave up all your pieces. You gave up all your pieces. You gave up Allen. You gave up Allen, LeVert. You see what I'm saying?
Allen was crucial. I think you're okay without LeVert. He's a scorer. You got scoring. You're fine.
But he would have came off the bench, though. He would have came off the bench and helped.
But I still don't think you missed that. You miss Allen. Even though his numbers don't show up in the box, the box score, but you miss it. You keep Allen, I think we got a different.
And then Dinwiddie got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Dinwiddie got hurt.
So that's why you still wasn't tripping on LeVert because you still had Dinwiddie. So, but I agree with you. That Allen, and I don't think they wanted to let go of Allen. It just he was the only valuable piece outside of LeVert that they could get rid of. But yeah, I think if they would have do it against, they would have traded DeAndre Jordan instead of Allen. But I think
nobody would go take DeAndre.
But nobody would go take Jordan over Allen. So you kind of had to.
Hey,
but
Allen was nice.
Allen, dog.
Yeah, I like
nice.
Too.
Yeah,
he's nice.
Hey, my bad, but who they could slide and get, and nobody. Dog, that boy Jericho Sims from UT he's like Allen's times 2 in my opinion.
I don't know who he is. I haven't watched it. And I watched UT this year. I don't know why.
The light skinned center. He plays center. Light skinned cat with the afro. He's like Allen, but got bigger size and he can jump out the roof. Like I saw a video earlier today where he tried to during his pro workout, he threw the ball off the backboard and dunked that hoe. This nigga got so high that he fucking hit his eyes on the rim. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that cat. Yeah. Jericho Sims is a sleeper. Rockets better make some shit happen, you know, later on.
We don't got the stuff.
Hello?
Yeah,
Mike,
yeah.
check. Can y'all hear me?
I hear you. Yep.
Oh, okay. Real quick, because I got to get ready to go. Do y'all got anything for MLB?
No MLB till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All-Star.
LJ, MLB show tomorrow. First show from Miami. I need you.
What time?
I don't land till probably 5 here, 5 there, which is 4 here. I mean, same time, we'll try to shoot for like 5 here.
Okay.
Marley, nigga, you ain't making that. Have you been to Miami before?
Hold on, why I can't make the show? My plane land like at 4.
Real quick, have you been to Miami before?
No, it's my first time.
Where y'all staying at?
Airbnb.
Is it on the South Beach or y'all on?
Nah, we in Biscayne Bay, like 15 minutes from South Beach.
How far is it from the airport?
I think 15 minutes.
Marley, you ain't you probably gonna make, but you gonna be so odd and your kids, the whole family going out there, huh?
No.
It's just you and your wife?
Me, the wife, my cousin, his wife. That's it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, nigga.
Hell no, I just took my kids to Six Flags last weekend in Dallas.
But your wife, I don't know about that one. She probably gonna be like, nigga, we just got here. You about to shoot the pod? Nah.
Oh, what are you talking about?
I want to go on the beach. Let's go walk on the beach.
No, all this girl believe in his dreams, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Support his dreams, man. Support.
Exactly, LJ.
For real, dog. I already know.
So you gonna have the view set up right when you get there.
Yeah, I think we right on the beach. So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's what's up.
I can't remember the Airbnb. I gotta remember exactly what that host said. But if I'm not mistaken, we like right. We definitely near the beach, not south.
Y'all getting scooters?
I don't know what we gonna do, man. I saw me and my kinfolk was thinking about reading this drop top Audi.
But make sure y'all go to the store and get some groceries because y'all ain't gonna be eating out. I'm telling you right now, it's expensive as hell.
I'm taking a food stamp card with me.
Yes, sir. I was just about to say that, Marley. take that bitch with you.
For real. Stock up, bro. Stock up.
All right, that's already
barbecue on the beach. Barbecue on the beach, like
hell yeah, dog.
And it's gonna be raining. The rain gonna be on and off, but that's just how it is in Florida. It's on and off all the time. So
right, yeah, definitely taking the get up.
I'm super bored than a bitch.
Say what,
Marley? When we go off, I'm gonna hit you with something real quick.
Right.
You probably already got it, but I'm gonna hit you something when we go off. But
right,
hey man, that's it, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all all.
Hey, y'all did the props? I got 2 props.
Tuning in, be sure to go ahead with your prop. What you got?
Covington. I said this last time. It hit, and we're gonna take it again. Covington over 7.5 points. Covington over 1.5 threes. Easy money. I don't even got to say nothing else beyond that. Just ride with me.
Over 1.5 threes?
Over 1.5 threes. I caught it last game at 1.5. Can't believe it was at 1.5. Saw it again yesterday. Couldn't believe it was at 1.5 and took it.
What about
he plays too many minutes. Even though he doesn't start and come off the bench, he still plays damn near 30 minutes a game. So
what about Bobby Portis over 6.5 points?
I like that Portis bet, though. I really like that
Portis props, but
that's too low.
You think that's too low? 16 points is too low?
No, it's over 6.5 points.
Oh my God, that's too low. Yes. Hell no.
We gonna call that nigga Mr. Shoot It All.
I'm finna go jump on it right now. Then if that's I'm finna go jump on that. 7 points. I gotta go jump on that because he gonna shoot the ball.
Yeah,
he gonna shoot that bitch.
But my thing with Covington, like Covington plays like Bobby Portis. They both get like damn 30 minutes. That Covington, bro.
Yep, I took it too. Yep.
He go get 7. He go get 8 points, dog. I think 8 is the lowest he's had in the last 5 games. He had that last game, but he's gonna shoot like 5 threes. Easy.
Yeah, the bitch is gonna play good, period, because they at home. That's why I took him. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. I do no road props. That's funny. I do no road props.
Yeah,
I only do home team props only. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like next game, I'm definitely going to be on Crowder. Probably Crowder 3-point prop, and Aiden's point prop. Maybe Aiden's rebound prop.
Look,
But hey, you know what's a good prop I took? I don't know what it is now. I caught it last game. Giannis rebound prop. I had it at 11 last game. He got 13. Mm-hmm. If it's at least 10 or 11, take it. Because he go get 12 to 13, 14 rebounds.
I took the whole thing. I took the points, rebounds, and assists over 53.5.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he gonna get you probably close to 40 unique points regardless. So.
Because he's averaging 34, 14.
Yeah, that's right. He gonna get you 30.
14,
at least
so
30.
Yeah.
He gonna get you at least 30 and 10 easy.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But I was saying this. If the Suns lose tonight, put your house on the Suns to win the next game. Because they have not lost 3 in a row all year. And they're going back home. So tonight is pivotal. That's why I'm not taking a side. Because
got you.
I could see something happening to where the Suns could pull this game off.
I kind of like. That's what I'm saying. If that prop, if our first half hits and that game is close, I might take Suns second.
Yeah, I might too.
Suns, not second half. Come and take them live for the full game.
Yeah, I think so too. I just want to sit back and watch the game tonight because this is a pivotal game. You know, it's kind of hard to call this game. The other 3 was easy to call to me, but tonight it's gonna be pivotal. We're gonna see how Booker responds. You know, I just gotta see how he responds.
I agree. All right, man. Let's go, baby, because your boy got to get out of here and make one more quick pre-Miami run. I'm saying, man.
Well, hit him with the hashtag sunroof.
As always, people, man, appreciate y'all joining the show. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I am Marley Best. Right below me, that's my boy at LJ from Houston. Y'all check out his podcast, The Real Word, Raw Words Sports Podcast. And so what you got? YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Raw Words Sports Podcast. LJ from Houston, check them out. My guy to my right, the coach, as always. This is Brothers and Bits. And before we go, everybody, y'all know what it is. Let's beat Vegas, and we out this motherfucker.
Free Sherman. Free Sherman.
Free Sherman.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom. Ain't no problems. We gon' make